Hey guys, this is part one of turning an 1850s farmhouse into an Airbnb. Let's get started.
This is an old adobe farmhouse which still has the original vigas and latillas, as well as a hardwood floor, which we're going to all sand up and seal, which will look pretty much like this up here. Today we're going to start in the kitchen here. As you can see, it's a little rough, but we're going to start getting these cabinets stripped out and getting it stripped down. Started by getting this little shelf off here. Got a bunch of little cookbooks and things on it. I'm not much of a cook, so don't think I'm going to be using any of these. Next step was getting all these dishes out of the cabinets. Don't want any broken glass as I'm ripping these things out, so this part didn't take too long. These metal cabinets are around 60s vintage, and so they'd been there a long time, and as you can imagine, the bolts were a little rusted, so I had a little harder time getting some of these things out, but once that first one went down, it went a lot quicker from there. Gonna have to excuse my bad filming. I was by myself for this part, so I kept going in and out of the frame, not paying attention where the camera was. But as you can see, this middle cabinet came out pretty easy, and to expose this little window was in fact once a big window. So I think we're gonna go back with a larger window there to bring some more light in this kitchen. This part was really satisfying as I was able to rip off the backsplash there and expose that bare wall. And getting this first cabinet out was a real big win. Once I got the hang of it and that first one came down, the rest of these went pretty quick. And just like that, the top cabinets were all out. Next, I removed these top two slats here where the temporary roof was. As you can see, there's a ton of dust from that adobe caving in on itself there. Had to let this air out for a second. I was able to get some help here from my mom. We started clearing out these bottom cabinets here and getting these broken down and taken outside. There's still no power at this house, so the water is turned off. So I was able to get underneath there and disconnect this sink pretty easy and get this last part of cabinets taken outside. Decided not to lift these all at once and disconnect these into sections to make it easier to carry outside. Here are the results after day one. Got the kitchen stripped. All that's left is to haul this heavy wood stove out of here. Come back for part two for more.